Probably just heard Nora O'Donnell mention it right now. The world waiting as the House prepares to vote on President Donald Trump's impeachment. Thank you for watching tonight. I'm Craig O'Neill. Marlisa has the night off. Now, any moment, the U.S. House is poised to impeach President Trump in a historic vote. The president faces 2 charges, abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. If approved, a trial will follow after the new year. Democrats say they are defending democracy. President Trump says this vote is an assault on America. When that vote happens tonight, which could be any moment, THV11 is going to bring it to you live on the air and online. All right, new tonight, a former Arkansas State Trooper is accused of using a government database to stalk a woman. 54-year-old Mark Holland of Heber Springs spent almost 2 decades with state police. Today, he resigned only hours before troopers took him into custody. State police say he unlawfully used crime records and information to track down an Independence County woman. He's facing multiple charges, including terroristic threatening, stalking, and 18 counts of violating laws related to crime records.
A beautiful day today, lots of sunshine. It was a little bit breezy at times, but all in all, we did warm into the lower 50s, and we're looking pretty chilly as we head into the overnight hours. Here's a look at current temperatures. We're at 45 in the capital city, 38 up in Conway, 40 in Cabot, 44 in Hot Springs, and 46 in Hot Springs Village. So all in all, again, temperatures dropping pretty quickly, but they won't be nearly as cold as they have been. We are expecting a freeze tonight, a light freeze, mainly in the upper 20s to lower 30s. We'll go 29 to start your day tomorrow, 47 at noon, and 54 your afternoon high under partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. A beautiful looking day, a couple of really nice days ahead. What about that holiday forecast? Middle of next week, I'll have that for you coming up.
All right, Ed. Well, homelessness is a big problem everywhere, not just in big cities. Case in point, the growing numbers of people who end up in need in places like Hot Springs. And THV11's Rolly Hoyt shows us how a big city program will get tried in the Spa City.
For years, the Jackson House has been a magnet for the homeless community in Garland County and Hot Springs. It's a place to go to get a quick meal and to get started on getting your life back in order. But it's never been a place to go to directly get a job until now, using inspiration from bigger cities, including Little Rock.
We're trying to be proactive in reaching our community.
And so Janie Smith's Turn of the Century Beacon for the Needy in Hot Springs is joining a 21st century program.
We're going to partner with the city of Hot Springs with a program called Hope Works.
It's an idea pioneered in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and piloted this past year in Little Rock, actually paying money to homeless people to do things like pick up litter in parks and by the road.
We looked at this program and developed that based on what we saw in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We knew that a program like that could work here.
Bill Burrow is the Hot Springs city manager. There's already a program in place for people doing community service. They tend to work the side streets. These so-called clients will work some of the main roads.
We do see a continual increase of about 1,000 clients a year. So we're currently serving between 25 and 30,000 folks in our community.
And that's a sign that even in a city the size of Hot Springs, there's a need for a program that breaks some poverty cycles.
We know, based on their accounts, that they are delivering services to more than they have in the past. So a program like this really comes at a time when we think that we can meet part of that need.
The city set aside the money for the program earlier this year. Jackson House will be the nonprofit that runs it, and they expect to have it up and going by early next year. In Hot Springs, Rolly Hoyt, THV11 News.
Jackson House is in the middle of its annual toy drive. They plan to help 600 kids this year with gifts and other supplies, and they're taking donations up through Christmas Eve. The Little Rock Board of Directors voted last night to approve the 5 members of the new Citizens Review Board. This board's job is going to be to decide if an investigation is necessary when the Little Rock Police Department gets a complaint about corruption, discrimination, or use of force. Little Rock Mayor Frank Scott Jr. has said he hopes the board will improve the relationship between the community and police. A post circulating on social media is creating confusion for Arkansas hunters, so much that one of them emailed our Verify team for answers. THV11's Dawn Scott joins us now to explain.
Yeah, this hunter wishes to remain anonymous, but saw something on social media that created alarm. It involves bear hunting, and her question is this. She asks, Facebook posts have been saying that Congress has now made it legal to kill hibernating bears. Is this true? It's actually a great question, and the subject matter has been on fire online for really the last couple of years. If you Google search this, you really can't find a clear answer either. But we did. Turns out that in April 2017, President Trump signed a House joint resolution allowing it, but only in the state of Alaska, only in certain circumstances on certain pieces of property there. In Arkansas, there's a healthy bear population, and bear season happens in the fall, well before hibernation. We can also verify that killing a bear in its den is absolutely illegal in Arkansas. Game and Fish Commission spokesperson Trey Reed explains.
You are not allowed to hunt a hibernating bear in Arkansas. Number one, our bear season takes place by design before the bears go into their dens to hibernate in the winter.
Again, we can verify that once they're in their den, it is illegal in Arkansas to hunt a bear in hibernation. And if you have something you'd like us to verify, no question is too small. Email us, verify@THV11, or reach out on social media.
Well, new tonight, there will be a lottery for tickets to see the musical Wicked next month in Little Rock. If you arrive 2.5 hours before a performance, your name's going to be entered to win an orchestra seat for $25. You can only enter in person at the box office. The show runs January 1st through the 19th at Robinson Performance Hall. Arkansas brewers have to pay a special tax on every single barrel they make. And now that tax could potentially double. THV11's Melissa Zigowitz shows us why breweries nationwide are asking Congress to act now, because this could potentially put them out thousands of dollars every year.
And, you know, that has a lot of effect on a small brewery like Diamond Bear and a lot of the other small breweries in Arkansas.
Russ Melton, president of Diamond Bear Brewing, says the Craft Beverage Modernization and Tax Reform Act is a big relief for his business.
It lowered it from $7 per barrel, which is 31 gallons, to $3.50 per barrel.
He says it's allowed him to save thousands every year.
It doesn't sound like a lot, but if you do 3,000 barrels, it's $10,000.
That's $10,000 that can be used on employees or equipment.
It is a big help for small businesses.
It's allowed them to reinvest that money in their businesses. Some of them have expanded.
Sylvia Blaine is the executive director of the Arkansas Brewers Guild. She says the tax reduction also potentially helped the industry grow.
According to the Brewers Association, the workforce in Arkansas has expanded by nearly 3,000 people since the inception of this bill.
The bill passed the House Tuesday.
And it passed as an extension through 2021.
But Blaine says breweries aren't asking for it to be permanent.
We're happy to get an extension. So we'll be revisiting this question again at the end of next year.
Melton says this is a bipartisan issue, so he is confident it will get worked out.
Democrats and Republicans are working together on this, and I wish they would work together on a lot of things for the country.
The bill now goes to the Senate, where the extension will likely get voted on by Friday.
All right, thank you, Melissa. It turns out in the Little Rock School District, it actually pays to go to class.
You, sir, get a $25 Walmart gift card to go and buy whatever you want. Congratulations!
Oh, that's Tyler Lynch, one of the students at Rockefeller Early Childhood Center, rewarded for good attendance this fall, part of the Feet to the Seat campaign to combat low attendance.
The Little Rock School District is very serious about combating chronic absenteeism that is a direct cause to low student achievement rates.
And the Little Rock School District partnered with a number of local and national groups, plus the City of Little Rock, to provide incentives for student attendance. Many kids are asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? But a North Little Rock teen is starting her business ventures now. And THV11's Vanessa Page has that story.
Seeing people's faces when they're done.
At just 13 years old, Ellie Eaton has started her own business.
I started from a young age wanting to wrap presents, and so it's just the idea of Like, just post it somewhere. If I get somebody, great. If I don't, like, oh well.
She saw how stressful gift wrapping made people and wanted to do what she could to help.
I like being creative with it, coming up with new toppers that most people wouldn't have on there.
With the help of Facebook shares, she's gotten dozens of gifts to wrap.
Social media has evolved so much that one post can get you so far. Some people that I'm wrapping presents for, I don't even know. And so my mom and dad coordinate when to get them and like when they want them by.
All you have to do is bring your gift and your wrapping paper. She'll do 5 for $20 and you get the chance to help a young entrepreneur.
I provide the tape, the toppers, and the tags.
Ellie says she can even tackle those hard to wrap presents.
Be patient with it. If it's an odd shape, that's okay too, because I can figure out how to wrap it.
Next semester, she plans to join a business club at school to learn the ins and outs.
We're gonna learn how to start, how to create your own email and do your own website.
She's already gotten requests to do birthday gifts and looks forward to expanding.
Even if you don't think that you can do it, you can. You just have to believe that you can.
Ellie plans to wrap gifts until Christmas Eve. We have her contact information for you on THV11.com. In North Little Rock, I'm Vanessa Page, THV11 News.
Oh, the girl's got plans, folks. She plans to do this next Christmas. Do that wrapping all again next year. Oh, there's so much great energy over at the Clinton Children's Library in more ways than one. Solar is now powering up the lights and young minds.
And we've got plans for more sun